Hey, welcome to What's My Role for the Membership Committee. And this is a unique role because the Membership Committee consists of four different chair positions, being the Community Builder Chair, Member Engagement Chair, the Member Relations Chair, and the Quality Assurance Chair. So Hazel, what is the role and the responsibilities of the Membership Committee?
This is the committee that's also chaired by the vice president. So it's the vice president's job to oversee this committee to make sure things are getting done. This group works very collaboratively. So they have conversations, they do things together. So your first chair you've got is the community builder. The community builder is that person who's setting up the marketing plan for the chapter. So they're doing once a quarter, we're going to do a visitor event, and this is what it's going to be. Every chapter should be doing quarterly visitor events, and that's led by the community builder chair. They maintain the list of professions the power teams are looking for, and they set up and ensure proper visitor and stack days and all, they work with the chapter consultant. But their job is to actually grow the chapter and to oversee that the chapter is doing the proper kinds of events. Next is the member engagement chair. This is a really important one also, in that they're looking to see that all members are maintaining yellow and green in the traffic lights and that they're fully engaged in the organization. So they might be checking out the power of one, working with chapter members who are struggling, maybe struggling a bit to raise their palms reports and traffic lights up. They're in constant communication with the mentor coordinator to ensure that the new members are engaged in the MSP program and the passport program. Because until the member engagement chair releases a new member, the new member can't do a feature presentation. And to do that, they've got to do those two pieces. So the member engagement chair just oversees that gets done. Member relations chair, now that's used to be called the conflict resolution. So they're about making sure the relationships in the chapter are running smoothly, that there's no one gossiping negatively about another member, that if there is a conflict, it's properly and privately held to resolution within the membership committee. Remember, this committee, there's absolute confidentiality. Right. Which is why we keep the membership committees between 4 and 8 members max, because confidentiality is very important. And they always are communicating with the chapter consultants and the member consultants, and even our office if there's any kind of a conflict. We don't have a lot of them, but when they happen, this is the chairperson who oversees that with the committee. And then the last one on my list, but certainly not the last of least importance, is the quality assurance chair. And the quality assurance chairperson, they're reviewing all the applications. Now, they're not doing all the interviews, and they're not responsible for making the decision. What they're doing is making sure the interviews get done, and then the membership committee and the vice president come together and they make a vote based on what got done. So ensure the application process is being followed promptly. Onboarding process, no more than 2 weeks. So from the date that application is submitted online, 2 weeks later, they should have it completed and the money being collected. And then the 7-month check-in and 9-month renewal interviews are also overseen by this person. They're just, keeping a spreadsheet and making sure these things are happening. I know when a membership committee is working well, and I know when a chapter is really healthy, when the membership committee declines a renewal or when the membership committee declines an application. It means they're really paying attention and they're choosing for the best benefit of the chapter versus just to put another person in the chapter. Right. So that they're quality control.
Well, that's great. So there's a lot of pieces to the membership committee. I think the key takeaway is an understanding that the membership committee works collaboratively together as the group of 4, making those decisions, sometimes hard decisions for the chapter. It doesn't go out to vote to the chapter, but just because you're the member relations chair, you're the go-to person for conflict, you're not deciding the outcome of the conflict. The membership committee as a whole meets and discusses all the pieces on applications and conflict and everything else confidentially. Confidentially.
Confidentially, and that always involves a chapter consultant and even our office. No conflict gets past us.
That's right. That's right.
We have to oversee all of that. Also, remember, it's a minimum of 4, but as a chapter grows to 40, 50, 60, they need more than 4 people. So it's a minimum of 4 and a maximum of 8.
Yeah.
Because we don't want 10 and 12 people on the committee, because then gossip happens and it gets leaked out to the chapters, and that is never a good thing.
Yeah, and also the makeup of the membership committee isn't all seasoned members.
No, it should have some fairly new members on it, because they bring new blood, new energy, new ideas.
Yeah, so there's got to be a good mix. And as a regional support team, we will look at it and say, yes, this works, or no, that this doesn't. Let's find some new people for it.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So membership committee, super important role. If you're a person who likes to impact, change, and have these real positive effects on your chapter, this is a great role to consider stepping into.